Picture a gardener. You're probably thinking of an adult, right? But gardeners can look like this too. Today, we'll talk about tips for working with young gardeners and young taste testers. Pick different tasks depending on the age of your little gardener. Really young kids like mine make great supervisors. But once they move past the stage of putting everything in their mouths, little kids make great helpers. Babies are new to the world. The goal of gardening with this age group is to increase sensory awareness and build a foundation for curiosity about the natural world. Water your babies and plants at the same time. Infants and toddlers love to play in water. No need for a fancy water table, just fill a bowl or plastic container with water and watch your baby explore. The garden is full of new sights, smells, sounds, and textures. Set out a blanket for tummy time or give them a nice place to sit and watch the moving clouds, buzzing bugs, and swaying plants. Of course, make sure to equip your little helper with adequate sun and insect protection. Babies can wear sunscreen after 6 months of age, and the safe age for bug spray depends on its ingredients, so ask your pediatrician for a recommendation. Today, we're using sun protective clothing and an insect net to create a physical barrier between the babies and the elements. Now we'll talk about toddlers aged 1 to 3. At this age, it's all about motor development and the exploration of cause and effect. Give toddlers the opportunities to move their bodies and manipulate the world around them. For digging and scooping, use toddler-safe chunky tools. Toddlers also love filling containers, so have them fill a pot or a bed with soil. Toddlers are also good at planting large seeds. Choose peas, beans, or sunflower seeds, something large enough for toddlers to grasp easily. Toddlers also love pouring water and don't mind getting messy, so give them a small watering can or cup and have them water their freshly planted seeds. Toddlers can also pick fruits and vegetables, herbs, and edible flowers. Remind them that the care that they provided to the garden allowed the plants to grow. Preschoolers love independence. Gardening can teach them about responsibility and give them a space to flex those powerful imaginations. Preschoolers can help with simple planting projects. Plant fast-growing seeds like radishes or lettuce so they see results quickly. Preschoolers love bug hunts. Look for ladybugs, worms, or other creepy crawly friends. Remind preschoolers to use gentle touches or only observe with their eyes. Preschoolers are also artists. They can paint stones to put around in the garden, help you make a marker to label the plants, or they can help you build a fairy house and see if anyone moves in. Elementary school-aged kids can learn the difference between a weed and an intentionally placed plant. Involve your child in the planning of a themed plot. For example, a pizza garden might have tomatoes, basil, and oregano. Kids can also help to prepare simple dishes with garden produce. Check out our other garden to kitchen videos for other recipe ideas. Thinking about cooking is making me hungry. Let's head over to the kitchen. Did you have fun in the garden? I'm Celeste, a kitchen specialist at the Poe Center, registered dietitian, and mom to this little one right here. I work with families starting solids with babies, introducing new foods to kids, and navigating picky eating. Starting solids with babies can be intimidating, but today we'll arm you with some tips for starting solids with babies from 6 months through toddlerhood and beyond. After you and your young gardeners have harvested something from the garden, it's time to taste it. Let's talk about the appropriate way to cut foods for 6 to 9 month olds. Babies 6 to 9 months of age don't have the fine motor skills to pick up small pieces yet. They need bigger pieces that they can pick up with their whole hand. Think of finger-sized sticks, about the length and width of an adult finger. Foods should be soft enough that you can squish them between 2 fingers, like an avocado or well-cooked squash. Now that I've cut these into the right shape, I'll toss them in the microwave for about a minute to make sure that they're nice and soft before I give them to the girls. If you're feeling nervous, you can also give babies resistive foods that they won't actually be able to swallow. Think about something like a mango pit or pineapple core or chicken bone. That way they can practice the oral skills of eating without actually swallowing anything. By 9 to 12 months, most babies develop a pincer grip. That means picking something up between their thumb and forefinger, like this. At this stage, cut foods into small, pea-sized pieces that babies can pick up to practice that grip. See how small this is? It's about the size of a pea. Perfect for pincer grip practice and safe chewing. You can do this with soft fruits, cooked veggies, or even shredded meats. After 12 months of age, toddlers are chewing more effectively. You can give them bite-sized pieces of food, about the size of a blueberry. But be careful, some foods are always choking hazards unless they're cut the right way. Round foods like grapes and cherry tomatoes, and bouncy foods like string cheese and hot dogs should always be cut lengthwise and then again into quarters. This special shape helps to prevent choking. My babies are only 11 months old, so they aren't quite ready for this size and shape yet. In addition to age, you'll want to look for other signs of readiness before moving your baby on to the next shape of food. Signs of readiness include minimized gagging and coughing during meal times and increased hand dexterity. Of course, if you're not sure about moving on to the next stage, consult with your pediatrician or dietitian before making that decision. As kids get even older, be sure to introduce a variety of new foods with different colors, textures, and flavors. Remember to play it cool when introducing new foods, and always model the behaviors you want your young eaters to follow. Remember, safe shapes for food are as follows: stick sizes for kids 6 to 9 months of age, pea-sized pieces for kids 9 to 12 months old, and small bite-sized pieces for 12 months and beyond, with special care given to round and bouncy foods. And no matter the age, always supervise your children when they are eating. Safe cutting can make mealtime a lot less stressful, and being involved in the growing process can help picky eaters to be motivated to try new foods. If you have any more questions, leave them for me in the comments. And remember, liking, subscribing, and commenting on our videos helps us to get this information to the folks who need it. As always, don't forget to stay PO fit.